Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram suffer worldwide outage. Facebook and its Instagram and WhatsApp platforms were down in parts of the world on Monday. The company said it was aware that some people are having trouble accessing Facebook app and it was working on restoring access. The company did not say what might be causing the outage, which began around 11:45 ET. It is normal for websites and apps to suffer outages, though one on a global scale is rare. Users reported being unable to access Facebook in California, New York, and Europe. Facebook is going through a major crisis after the whistleblower who was the source of the Wall Street Journal's series of stories exposing the company's awareness of internal research into the negative effects of its products and decisions went public on 60 Minutes on Sunday. Frances Haugen was identified in a 60 Minutes interview Sunday as the woman who anonymously filed complaints with federal law enforcement that the company's own research shows how it magnifies hate and misinformation, leads to increased polarization, and that Instagram, specifically, can harm teenage girls' mental health. The journal's stories, called The Facebook Files, painted a picture of a company focused on growth and its own interests instead of the public good. Facebook has tried to play down the research. Nick Clegg, the company's vice president of policy and public affairs, wrote to Facebook employees in a memo Friday that social media has had a big impact on society in recent years, and Facebook is often a place where much of this debate plays out. BIP status, available, amid FB, WhatsApp, IG outage. While this week was going to be the week Digicel announced that BIP has added status updates to its new list of features, now it seems like the big news about BIP is that it's one of the few messaging apps that is, in fact, available. With Facebook, IG, and WhatsApp suffering a prolonged, worldwide outage, would they not have thought of a backup plan? People are looking for alternatives to get their messages across, and rushing to messaging apps like BIP, a tongue-in-cheek Digicel said in a release today. So what's great about BIP? Well, it works. In addition to that, BIP's special features also include voice and video calls for up to 10 users, disappearing messages for that secret convo, and colorful and fun stickers specially designed for BIP users, the release said. BIP Translator meanwhile allows users to translate both written and spoken words and phrases from any language, to any language of your choice. And all messaging is secure and encrypted. The company also said BIP is free to download for all users regardless of network provider, and for Digicel customers, BIP messaging is absolutely free, so users can connect with friends and family, whenever they want. Looks like it sucks to be Zuck today, as this outage comes on the heels of a whistleblower accusing the firm of prioritizing profit over public good. P.S. The status feature is the newest update to the BIP app, and now users can share updates and stories with their contacts, said Digicel. Man booked for sacrilege, allegedly caught with stolen church items. 34-year-old Kemar Bailey, a labourer of Hibernia District, Manchester, was arrested and charged with sacrilege after a break-in at a church in Kendal District in the parish on Saturday, September 25. Reports from the Kendal police are that about 5 p.m., the pastor securely locked the doors of the church and left. On September 30, he was notified that the church had been broken into. The police were summoned, and upon their arrival, several items valuing approximately $200,000 were found to have been stolen. On Friday, October 1, the police, acting on information, went to a section of Kendal District, where Bailey was allegedly seen in possession of the stolen items. He was subsequently arrested and charged. 3 wanted men held within 24 hours in St. Catharines South. 3 wanted men were arrested by the St. Catharines South Police within less than 24 hours on Friday and Saturday amid increased security operations across the division. The men, who were wanted in connection with several serious offences, were arrested in separate incidents between Friday, October 1 and Saturday, October 2. In the first incident at about 10 p.m. on Friday, October 1, law enforcers were on operation in Old Harbour in the parish when a motor vehicle was stopped and the occupants were searched. Further checks revealed that one of the occupants of the vehicle was wanted by the police for illegal possession of firearm and ammunition, and was also a person of interest in relation to a murder that was committed in Portmore in the parish and division. On Saturday, October 2 at about 1 p.m., a joint police/military operation in Central Village led to the arrest of the driver of a motor vehicle. He was wanted for 2 counts of shooting in the area, and was also a person of interest in at least 2 murders that were committed in the Central Village area. Approximately an hour later, operational activities in Windsor Heights resulted in the arrest of a man who was wanted by the St. Andrew South Police. A motorcycle was seized during that operation. In addition to the arrest of the wanted individuals, 12 persons were also held for breaches of the Disaster Risk Management Act, DRMA. Concerns raised by social media users after 10-year-old goes missing. 10-year-old boy Saeed Ashman, who turned up at the Mountain View police station over the weekend, has been reunited with his parents. The development has left the police and parents relieved, but it has also triggered levels of concern and a larger conversation among social media users. Since the child was located, some social media users have started a heated debate over the failure of the child to remember his parents' names or address and the need for guardians to ensure that this is taught from a very early age. The police on Saturday said they were seeking assistance from the public to find the relatives after the child turned up at the station about 5:30 p.m. It was the police who also disclosed that the child was unable to give the names of his parents or where he is from. Anyone with information on the whereabouts of his family is asked to call the Mountain View Police at 876-930-3207, the police said at the time. Some social media users were however accused of being insensitive after they expressed shock that the child was unable to give his address. My 3-year-old knows both parents' names, her siblings' full name, 1st2nd and 3rd, and she is only homeschool, so please explain how a 10-year-old doesn't know his parents' name, said one social media user. My thoughts exactly. My 6-year-old can tell her name, address, school, parents' name, her job, all that, another user said. But another social media user called Nilla said it could be a case where the child may have special needs, and as a result, the user called on critics to be more sensitive. Does your 6-year-old have special needs? The social media user asked. Other social media users said the situation could also be used as a wake-up call for parents to ensure that children were taught this basic but important information. It is very important that this is done in case of an emergency, said the user. Jamaica News Daily. News at your fingertips. Please remember to like, share and subscribe.